The volume. I don't think there
It's
is any
already
volume.
on.
Well,
So,
screw you
hello,
then.
everybody.
Good
How are you
eve.
this evening?
Don't
I
you just wish they can answer back?
I know
Oh,
I do.
Joe, how are you?
I am here.
You are
We are
there.
here.
We are here.
Hmm.
I'm not over there. I'm here. Of course, we didn't tell anybody we were coming on tonight because
No.
we didn't know. We didn't know.
I know. We never
But
something.
there's apparently lots and lots of news,
That's
which
right.
I was sleeping through most of it.
Why would you be doing that?
Because a trip to Brooklyn always just takes it the fuck
And ooh, somebody came in and left.
out. Yeah, sometimes they don't get to see everything,
Yeah.
so they have to do it over.
Yeah,
I
I
can't.
noticed. Hey, Matt, what's happening? Or do you like Matthew? I'm
I always call
just,
them.
oh, okay. I'm just starting to share. So, see if
If
somebody
it lets
wants to,
me on, I'll try to share.
right.
So, do we have an interesting lineup, Joe? Is that what's going on? Is there like
There's
a
just
lot
a
of
lot of stuff to talk about. You know, there really
feel like
is. I mean, it's
I want
just like, holy cow, man.
holy cow,
El,
dude.
El Cap. Can you believe that?
What?
Can you believe that?
Believe what?
There's a lot to say.
Why can't I get on there? I don't
There's a
understand.
lot to say. So let me finish these real quick, and I'll tell you something. What do you think?
I think
Mm,
we have two new subscribers.
nice.
Yeah, I know.
I hope they enjoy.
What up, Matt? Now I got on. I don't know why it takes so long for me to get on.
I will say this. Carolyn does spend a lot of times making those videos and those little shorts. They're fun to do. They're real fun to do, guys. They really are. They're pretty, I mean, she spends a lot of time. I don't know how fun it is for her. They're pretty cool, man. So we do them a lot. And that's
The
why we do them.
oh, the
Okay,
one I
here we
did of
go.
Kamala is awful. It's just awful. I can't wait to
Hi,
post it
Ellen.
tomorrow
What?
morning. The Kamala one.
I know. Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I didn't look yet.
No,
But
I didn't post it
I,
yet, Joe. I wanted a beginning and an ending. I think. I think that's what I'll do.
so
Are
I
you
got a glimpse
serious?
of New York today, everybody. So
What? Oh yeah.
yeah, Carolyn went to uh, Brooklyn, and I got to see it a little bit. It was rainy,
Very rainy.
very rainy. I do like the rain though sometimes, but not a lot of rain. We don't need a lot, but we need some rain, just not a lot.
The fog was intense. My
Mhm.
God.
There
I
was a
had
lot of fog, and it was very green. You guys live in a very green area compared to here. We are very brown.
you saw us after we came down the mountain. You saw us already on
Right,
the highway, and it
right.
was still
Already on
rain.
the
Yeah.
highway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. I
The
didn't get to
Garden
see the
State.
mountain.
The Garden
Yeah.
State.
Mhm.
Because I don't, if I tried to get reception up here, it would be on and off for a good 20 minutes until we got down the mountain. But yeah, unfortunately, it was too rainy to enjoy or go anywhere. And I
Oh, yeah.
actually thought my appointment was yesterday, so I was totally, I
Did you
got
go looking
totally.
for the homeless camps and whatnot and all that other crap?
Oh, okay.
No,
So
or did it look the same?
you remember us going over the Verrazano, right?
I do. Yeah,
Now that
it's pretty
after
cool place.
the Scots ski bridge
Hmm.
collapsed,
Hmm.
remember the Verrazano was the second bridge they were afraid of that there was a boat right there. I've never seen a boat that close to that bridge ever.
Yeah.
I lived there all my life until 38, 39 years old. I've
Yeah.
never
How did
seen
that other boat get close to that other bridge?
I it
Yeah,
just doesn't
yeah.
happen because
It
there's a,
is. Mm-mm.
but you noticed how it's all islands, right? You get it now? It was tough to see, I know,
Yeah.
but it's an
Yeah.
island and then Manhattan Island and then Staten
Yeah.
Island.
And I don't know. Those, I guess when you're from there, you just take it for granted, and you just do it. But I don't know. I don't think I'd like that. I don't like the idea of the subway thing. I really don't.
You don't like the idea of the subway?
Oh no, 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 no.
It's
You know what?
possible that
You
my
know what?
first anxiety attack was on the subway, I think.
You know those we have buses because we have sand, so they don't put that kind of thing here. So when I get in a bus, I get like really like claustrophobic. It's
Yeah.
like I gotta get out
Yeah,
because
you
they
would
get
not do well in the
packed.
city. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
they
do
get
well.
packed. They get packed, and um, and I'm sitting down, and then there's somebody sitting here, and I just feel like I'm trapped. So
I know, believe me. I do get it. Hey,
yeah,
Helen,
it trips me out.
I, I will say something. Like really, Bay Ridge is really close. It's like once you're over the Verrazano, there's Bay Ridge where I was,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we weren't there very long, but what I did see two murals
Mm-hmm.
of Trump with the American flag behind him. I saw
Yeah.
another mural of the American flag, the same place that I did the Mothers Against Drunk Driving, which I told I didn't do the mural. I just did the little thing for it, but I helped out with that. And now it's a big, beautiful American flag. There were American flags all over Brooklyn. Things have not changed. I don't understand why people think we're all fucking libtards. We're not. Mama Helen's from
Well,
Brooklyn. She's not a fucking. Matt is from New York. He's not a libtard. Are you, Matt?
I don't know. I don't
We're
know if I
just
could
not.
handle it, Helen, honestly. I don't know if
What?
I could handle New York City.
It's.
Being
I
act,
wasn't.
I
I wasn't.
mean, maybe.
I was in Brooklyn. It's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
Manhattan.
I'm a real
Manhattan
bad
isn't as dangerous
landlubber.
as Brooklyn. Whatever.
Oh, I'm
I'm
not
s-
afraid. I'm actually not afraid of the danger. I'm really not. I've been in a
I
lot of the
always run
dangerous areas of
towards.
all the big cities, except for New York. But I've been in all the dangerous areas of all the other big cities around the country. But so I'm not really afraid of that. It's the claustrophobic thing that I don't like. I don't like going under. I don't like tunnels. I do not.
But you don't have to go into the subway.
And I don't like buses. I don't like
You could
crowds.
take the ferry over to the city.
Yeah, I might do. I
From
might be
Staten
okay with
Island,
that.
there's only two ways to get to the city. Well, only one way to go to Manhattan, and that's the ferry. Or you can take the bridge, Verrazano, over to Brooklyn and take the subway to the city. It's the only, it's, although Brooklyn opened up the 69th Street Pier after we left. That pier has been, my friend's father saved somebody off that pier, actually. But that pier has been closed forever, and we leave and they open a pier and they have taxis going. I don't know. Anyhow, there's
Yeah,
a
I don't
lot of
even
shit.
know how I got claustrophobia.
You could just see Joe in New York. I know. I know. I know, Mama. Okay.
Right on. Right on, guys. Right on.
Oh, you were born and raised in Brooklyn? I thought you were upstate New York. All right. Well,
Well,
later
there you
on, you were
go.
upstate. Huh?
There
It
you
doesn't
go. City man.
go on, Joe.
City
You had
boy.
stuff to
City
talk
boy.
about. Let's get started before it's already 10:45.
Okay. So we had what first thing let's talk about that Ohio State Senator that I couldn't everybody says it was a Democrat. You guys can help me out with that. But what I found was it was a Republican that said that that it would take a civil war to save the country, and that was Senator George Lang out of Ohio. But I couldn't find anything where it said that a Democrat senator had said that. So if you guys know, let me know so I
Well, if Lang
can
said it, why
thank
would you
you.
think a Democrat said it? Isn't Lang
Well,
a
I
GOP?
saw somewhere where it said that it was a Democrat that had said that. Correct
Oh,
me if
you
I'm
read
wrong.
two different. Okay.
But that's what I found. It was a
Wait, what was
Republican
his
that
whole
said it.
statement though?
I
Lang's.
believe I believe wholeheartedly Donald Trump and Butler County's JD Vance are the last chance to save our country politically. I'm afraid if we lose this one, it's going to take a civil war to save the country, and it will be saved. So, so Ohio State Democrats said that inciting violence over an election that hasn't even occurred yet is irresponsible and undemocratic. But there aren't they the ones that have rioted tore
Burned
things
down
down,
everything, right?
burned
Yeah.
everything,
They
killed,
can't
even
afford a
killed
civil.
people in their riots.
They have no money for a civil war. They have no people for a civil war. And most of all, they don't have guns for a civil war. Republicans won hands down. If you want to say it's Republicans against Democrats, they won hands down. You either follow the Constitution. I was saying this the other day in a chat. I'm like, either follow the damn Constitution or get the fuck out of our country.
Sorry,
It's as
guys.
simple as that. It's
Went
as
down the
I
wrong
don't
throat.
care if you're a citizen. Majority rules, and the majority wants to follow the Constitution. As a matter of fact, that's why um, the Chevron doctrine is now in deference. You guys know what the Chevron doctrine is? I understood it a little bit now. I think I understood all the three letter agencies: FBI, CIA, NSA,
Mhm.
IRS, all these, even the DMV are all they all have laws
Mhm.
that are so ambiguous, so open that the courts can maneuver and make it the way they want it to be. It's so open that they
Mhm.
can rule, and it shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't be this way at all. They should either have organized um, ways
Make,
of
mhm.
procedures
Basically, they make the rules to
as they
fit
go
their
along.
narrative, to
That's
fit
pretty
their
much what it
narrative.
is. So the Chevron doctrine,
Says that's all
it's off because I think
illegal.
it was the APA in like the 1940s. Don't
Mm,
was a law that they put in that allowed this, and then
mm.
don't hold me to that. I think that's what it was, and then now it's been reversed.
Yeah, they can't do that no more.
No,
Yeah, they were
so
making their
then
own rules.
for them, like the one girl put it, like your registration for your car.
Yeah.
Nobody's allowed to. It's unconstitutional. That's what they ruled it. That's pretty much what it is. They ruled all of it unconstitutional. Do you know how big that is?
Big.
You guys have to start believing something's happening. And
Yeah.
it's not in the Democrats' control because they would never want this to happen because that's all their extra money.
It's,
What do I keep saying? They have no money. They do not have money. And this just proves it more and more. Look it up, guys. Chevron deference doctrine. You know, it's not easy to understand, but basically, everything that these three-letter agencies were doing was unconstitutional, and that doctrine put an end to it. Boom. Go back to the original Constitution. It's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen, a very beautiful thing. And I am thankful every day. It's all about the Benjamins, is right, Helen.
mhm. It is in the end. That's what it's all about. Where's San Joaquin? The San Joaquin Valley. Isn't that California? I think it is. And Camping World, the liberals in at I think I'm pretty sure the San Joaquin Valley is in California. And they told Camping World they couldn't fly an American flag. And so
What?
Camping World said, "No, yes, we can." And they defied the order because they can. Yeah, they tried to cut it down.
So ridiculous. I'm sorry, Matt.
Mm.
You know, for some reason, I thought you were in the city for a
California.
while.
California is a weird place.
Of
You
course
know
it
that?
is.
It just got weird.
It just got weird.
Oh,
Let me
well,
tell you
not
something.
just. It's just been that.
California was always Republican, okay? And
Yeah,
then
it was.
it dawned on me, okay, so Reagan gets in.
Hmm.
Reagan's both an actor and a politician. And then
Yeah.
what happens? All these actors rise into politics. They
Isn't that
start
weird?
going into as if it was their fucking business. That is what happened, ladies and gentlemen. And Trump put a stop to that. And if you don't think Pee Wee Herman or Sharon Doherty or Bob Saget, if you don't think that these people died intentionally, then you're gonna have to wake up, and it's gonna be a horrible alarm, because they're
Yeah.
all dead because of what they have done in the past.
Yeah. It's called treason.
Right. Even from celebrities, even from these ugly, pathetic.
If you give
I don't
comfort and aid to the enemy,
beyond that, what they did to children.
yeah.
You know, John likes to
This is a
listen to sports radio,
mhm.
and
I'm
since
surprised you can see
we're in
that.
New York, we're listening to, the Met
Mhm.
station, and the guy Joe, I forgot his last name, but he's one of the announcers. I like Steve, I miss Steve, but he was saying that he wants Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Now, first of all, being in the Hall of Fame, you have a few things you got to do, right? One is to beat a certain score, whatever runs batted in or whatever the hell they're doing. And the other one is not to cheat. Pete Rose cheated. He cheated. But the lesser known thing that my husband told me today was that he also dated a very young girl.
Oh,
Yeah. Like he was like in his 20s or something, and she was in her teens, like early mid-teens, I'd say 15, 16. That's the way he made it sound. It didn't sound right. And he said from that alone, I would never put him in the Hall of Fame.
not good.
And I said,
Not good.
right, right. And you got people like that. You got the boss, Bruce Springsteen. He he was dating a young girl. I don't care who you are. Get yourself someone your own age or within the 5 years of you. Right? You know, over
Oh,
18.
yeah.
This isn't very
Absolutely.
difficult, men. No, no, but they got to, because they got that, they're so famous, they're able to pick. Ridiculous, ridiculous. All right, anyhow, your turn.
Matthew.
Ah,
Country star Brian Kelly calls out big tech. Think they're
Biden isn't in
censoring us
office.
still? I think they're still censoring us because he had a song called "Make America Great Again," and they won't let it go out. You probably haven't even heard it because they're not letting you hear it.
What happened now?
A guy by the name of Brian Kelly, he's a country star, and he's calling out big tech because they're censoring his song. They won't let it go out because it's the name of the song is "Make America Great Again."
Is he allowed to use that? Make America
The
great again?
Yeah, he sung it at the Republican National Convention this year. And they
Big
won't
tech.
let it out.
I'm almost sure that, like, it's in our hands.
Mhm.
So the good guys are still causing troubles just to wake up the people. We are in really good hands right now. The earth is cleansing itself. I believe they're people are still seeing like chemtrails. They're not chemtrails. They're not chemtrails anymore, guys.
Mhm.
We're all in different hands.
Yeah.
The military has not listened to the Democrats for about 10 years. It was just we had to round the rest of them up. That's why Biden had to be put back in. So we could get, all the Democrats could be like, oh, it's all safe. Our buddies are back in office and power. We can continue with our sex trading and child trafficking and all this shit. And they
Mhm.
all relaxed. And then, boom, P. Diddy is arrested. Boom, Bob Saget is dead. It's just, it was good.
And more people are getting caught.
Yeah.
There was a I didn't read I didn't save that article, but there was a somebody in the military that was relieved of duty for this kind of crap, this child porn crap. Overseas, he was overseas somewhere. So I wish I would have saved that article,
It's,
but I did. I apologize for that.
well, we didn't know it was you didn't know it was going to come up.
Not like
See
this.
where there's Satanists that want it.
Hmm.
All right.
Hmm.
Then there's just sick people. And
Yeah.
then there's people that they actually made sick. They did. I mean, subliminal messaging, all these little things. I mean,
Hmm.
people don't think about these
Right.
things until they're introduced to it.
Hmm.
It's not a natural curiosity for a 19-year-old man to want to touch a 3-year-old girl or boy or whatever. It's not natural.
It's
If
not.
it's not natural, it's put into you. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
don't think God created us in today. Let me make some of you
yeah.
childlike.
It's not right,
No, no, no. They fucked with genetics 100%, and that's been since World War II, if not before. I think World War One.
man. Hmm.
That's when they started with it, actually. Right after World War One.
Well, yeah, that's when they
100
started.
years in the making, people. 100
They,
years of fucking with genetics, and all you think
yeah.
is they did Dolly in the 90s.
Well, they were doing that biochemical warfare back then. So, that's when they started it. Of course, they had to ban it too because it was getting really bad.
That's right.
Yeah.
Helen says, look at Morgan Freeman, left his wife for adopted daughter and granddaughter. He left his wife, Helen? That he's a good man. You see, there are some. There are some. Woody Harrelson, I think, is good. I did not think he would be, but he seems good. Obviously, Kevin Sorbo. Kevin
Mhm.
Sorbo and Kirk Cameron are doing or representing Christian children's books and cartoons at the moment. Yeah, and they're totally mega.
Ray, Ray wasn't Reagan, wasn't he from Illinois actually?
Well, when he ran, he was in California
Mm,
already.
mm,
Nancy was the mafia. Reagan was
yeah,
the good guy.
yeah,
Nancy was
yeah, I
bad.
knew that. Oh,
Nixon was a good guy,
Nixon, I
man.
believe Nixon was a good guy
Oh, yes,
also.
he was.
I
He was
always did.
set up. Deep Throat was a setup.
Everybody thought I was weird for thinking that,
Who
but
did
he
Deep Throat?
was.
Who unraveled Deep Throat, Joe? Who unraveled it? Two fucking reporters
Yeah.
paid, paid, bribed reporters. It's all bullshit. Bullshit. Nixon was a good guy. He couldn't believe what the hell was happening.
I think he was.
Yeah, he got in the middle of bad shit. Reagan, they thought they could control with Nancy.
Hmm.
And then they realized he was going
Hmm.
to tell us about the NWO,
I
and
think
they ended up
Nixon tried
shooting
to.
him.
Didn't Nixon record tried to record something? That's what they
Yes.
got him for.
Yeah.
Tried to record his conversations because he wanted proof.
He knew that the political installation was
Hmm.
bad. He already knew. It doesn't take any of them long to know how bad it is. I mean, even Jesse Ventura, when he wrote his book, when he became governor, He was
Oh,
like,
they
you
made him
can't
crazy
believe this
because of it
shit.
too, didn't they?
What?
They totally made Jesse Ventura crazy with that shit. He
I don't know.
yelled and
He,
screamed. He yelled and screamed what they were doing. I saw a
well,
lot of his videos. He was, and they didn't believe him. Yeah, just like
how can you
when they,
not believe? Okay, so Jesse Ventura had his conspiracy show out. I watched many of
yeah,
them. I didn't see this one at this time, but like
you didn't
10
think he
years
used to
ago,
yell?
huh?
You didn't think he used to yell? Mhm,
No.
mhm.
Jesse Ventura was it's very it doesn't matter. He had
That's
this woman come fly in from I think I may have told this from Panama. She was a doctor of someone very famous female high up in politics. And when she found out things, she moved to Panama. So she flies into this abandoned airport, whatever, landing site to meet Jesse Ventura.
mm-hmm.
And she talks about getting a shot. In years to come, everybody's going to be forced to get a shot. This woman had already told me, blah, 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 blah. What do you think they were talking about, people? And when I was saying that, COVID was a hoax, yeah,
Yep.
it was planned. Look at the 2012 Olympics, please, 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 and take a good look. And if
Mm-hmm.
you don't know British stuff, then you better start looking up British stuff because they were obvious with it. Obvious. Next.
An update to the terrorists plotting attack at Taylor Swift concert. They wanted to kill as many people as possible. Of course, that's why they closed the concert venue down. Islamic State group and an Al Qaeda two suspects arrested
Where was that? I had
at
to
a
get out.
Taylor Swift concert in Vienna.
Vienna.
Yeah, they found explosive materials and knives, and they were teenagers.
What is it with this Taylor Swift thing?
Teenagers.
They keep saying she's like a black witch. I don't really think so.
19-year
Um,
old Austrian citizen. How you like that? Oh, well, there you
and
go.
it happens in England too, right?
Yeah. That was the other kid that tried to stab all those children.
And
He
two
wanted
other
to kill as many people as he could too.
concerts
Mhm.
in Austria.
This
That's what
one, this one
Matthew
was in
says.
Austrian. This was an Austrian citizen. So it's at the stadium. That's what it says in Vienna. This was in Vienna. The 17-year-old Austrian. Let me see what was his name? You're gonna like this. Omar Hijawai Pirchner, head of the Directorate of State of Security
Vienna
Intelligence.
is the
Oh,
capital of Austria,
deep
isn't it?
state. That's not his name.
Yeah. Vienna, Austria.
Yeah, a clear radicalization towards Islamic State ideologies.
Why is this happening? Okay, so they have the last of the signals they're getting out there. There's no way. I mean, why did there's no plausible reason for kids to go on a killing spree. Is anybody see? Do you see what I
19
see?
years old. Why would a 19-year-old kid want to
And
go
then
and kill
destroy
as
their
many people
lives,
as he possibly could?
and then destroy their lives. I have no idea. You tell
Makes
me.
no sense. Makes
And she
absolutely
is
no
a
sense.
he. Helen.
Who's
Helen
this?
says she is a he.
Who?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you guys have to realize that the chat is the YouTube is slower than we
Yeah,
are. So we might be 2 or 3 minutes ahead of you, probably less than that. But and then we move on
seconds.
and yeah, we don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. Look at that. The first debate between Trump and Kamala has been set.
Where? What channel?
Oh, look at that.
Why can't
On
they just have it on
ABC,
YouTube, on Zoom?
ABC, September 10th.
So he cowed down to ABC, huh?
Hmm. Three debates next month. So Fox News on September 4th, ABC on September 10th, and NBC on September 25th.
All with her?
Yep,
Wait, they're gonna have 3 debates?
yep. It's only right. See, they have to have two
This
two
is
for them
right.
and one for us. It's fair for them. That's fair.
Wait, I don't, what do you mean?
Two ABC, one on ABC, one on NBC. Two liberal.
So
One
they're
on
all
Fox. So
liberal.
Fox, they say Fox
Every
is.
media channel is liberal.
I know, but they think that Fox is conservative. So
I would think Trump prefers Fox because his good
he
friend
does.
from Middle East is owns
Mhm.
it now.
So that's what he
I forgot
does.
his name.
I don't know.
It's not Netanyahu.
Yeah,
I keep, I keep
I
get
don't think
because we
so.
couldn't I couldn't remember his name the one of the last lives, and now I keep thinking Yahoo. I either see the little Yahoo guys, Yahoo, or I keep thinking of wasn't it a drink? Yahoo.
Yahoo! Yes, it was a
It was a
chocolate
drink.
drink, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've had them, but
Hmm.
they're
They're not bad.
strawberry vanilla. Oh
Hmm.
yeah, the ear things. That's so stupid. It didn't last.
People still drink it. They still buy it. You know that? They still buy the
That's
Yahoo
what
thing.
I'm saying, Helen.
Yeah.
That's what people are skipping. Helen
Yeah.
says she wasn't even nominated yet. She
No, she wasn't.
installed herself.
Hmm.
No.
Yeah. In this country, we vote. That's how we work. That's how it works. It's called democracy.
Right. Well, yeah, but Trump has taken that away. They're not
Yeah.
doing it
No. Yeah. That's a
themselves.
total destruct. They're totally destroying
But
democracy.
that's the thing that they're showing people that they are not democratic, that they are not constitutional,
Right.
that's what they're waking people up for, or two at least.
Right.
It's we don't follow the law. It's you follow the law.
We
You
don't
do as
have
we
to.
say,
We can
not
do
just
what
we
we
do.
want.
Mm-hmm.
This is our
That's
world,
it.
not yours.
That's it. All right, what else?
Guess
I
what?
want to get
It's
this
not
going.
their world. It's our world. It's everybody's. They have to share
We
too.
got the whole world
Mhm. Mhm.
in our hands. We got the
More like I
whole.
like to share a Coke with you, or I like to buy you a Coke.
Buy you a
Oh my
Coke.
God. I can't remember how that song goes. You guys all know. Now I put
I
it in your head.
remember you.
Hey, that's
What's
pretty
next?
fun.
What's next? Let's go. It's
What is
late.
next? All right. Guess who lied?
Who lied?
Mr. Walls lied, of course. He was not. They say he wasn't a command sergeant major. Or no, he quit. He quit the army when he was supposed to go to war. He quit. I quit. He dropped out. They're saying he lied about his rank too, but I don't understand how he lied. I don't know. They say he was just the master sergeant and not a command sergeant major. If he was in charge, then he would be considered a command sergeant major. But if he wasn't in charge, he was. I don't know if you understand
Oh, I understand.
that. Yeah. So
I
he was an
just,
E8. E8 is that's what E8 is. It's a master sergeant.
right.
And then you go, and then I guess I don't know if it is E9, but then once you're a master sergeant, either you go first sergeant, which is a little diamond in there, and then when you go to command sergeant major, you put the little leaves in there inside the chevron of his rank.
The maple
So there,
leaves are
so
cardinal ones.
he's a few
But
ranks off of the
this guy is
of
such a
command
liar.
sergeant
It
major.
doesn't
So
matter. That's exactly what they're trying to show you. I don't
mm-hmm.
even think it's him. You understand? Like these people can't be the same people. They have to be, they had to have been taken out
Yeah. Well,
because it just,
he quit when his team was supposed to go to war. He said, "Oh, I'm out of here. I gotta go join politics." So his whole team went to war, and he abandoned.
yes, yeah.
Why would you
I
follow?
don't, well, that's what I'm saying. He already caused treason and he was in the military, which means to me that the military tribunals would have taken place with him first. Like certain people would have been done for. I can't explain it, but I really don't believe half the people are alive. Like Kamala, I think is fake. I think she's, or Kamala, whatever you want, camel toe, whatever you want to call her. Um, she's definitely wearing a mask. That guy, the Vance freaks me out, man. His
Yeah.
ears and the beard, it's just not right. The eyeliner,
Yeah, that's weird.
why is he
I
wearing
just don't
eyeliner,
get that,
folks?
man. I don't get
He
that.
is wearing eyeliner, like as I am.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just seems
Yeah, it's hmm.
just not right, right? It doesn't matter as long as I know he's, I don't know why. That really disappointed all the
I
conspiracists. Like
just
totally. But
that's I just I'm
but it's not him, Joe. We probably hated the original one. That's what we're feeling. It can't be him.
rubs me wrong. That's all I know.
Ambrosia. I have to do more research on that blood company, but I guarantee it's not good. It's not good because anything that had to do with blood was not good,
Mm.
especially during or before COVID. Okay, so I really got to do a little more research into that, but that's why I don't believe that the real guy is here and um probably an actor too. Did you see the list of lies I sent you? Oh, you sent me a list of lies, did you? Go on, Joe, you go next and let me see what
Well,
Ellen.
Trump says Biden's presidency was taken away from him. Do you believe that?
No,
Oh, absolutely.
no, it
Absolutely.
was
Because
not.
as soon as Joe Biden is dropped out of the race, he's not
Right.
no longer doing anything.
Right.
They're not letting him
He,
do
but
anything now.
that's the key words. He dropped out.
Right. But now he's not even the president. There's still the country to run until from now till
Tell
the
me,
presidency or to the
they
election.
have neither of them have been running the fucking country.
Exactly.
People, wake up.
That's
It's
what I'm
been
trying to
the
get at.
military.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
It has never, right. It has never, ever been Biden.
Right.
How could you think that we weren't under attack?
Hmm.
You got Israel, you got Ukraine, you got all these, you got Korea and China ready. They'd love to take us apart. I mean, China's been buying up parts of Washington for 40 fucking years. You
They
think
buy
that they
land
would,
near our bases.
that's
That's
true too. But Washington is a swamp.
yeah,
It's bigger than Washington is more than I'm telling you, it's the state, it's the satanic city of the world. And
yeah.
it's not even a real city, but
It's
whatever.
a nasty hole. That's right. It's not. That's right.
It's
You're right.
it's it's a nasty, just like the Vatican. The
Hmm.
Vatican fought the Knight Templars, and where everybody thought the Vatican won, they had lost.
Yeah.
Therefore, the Knights, and guess what? I've only been saying this for years, but just the other day it came out of William Shatner's mouth on Unexplained. I'm
Hmm.
like, thanks, Will.
Right.
Because they are trying to teach you now. Everything is awake, not woke. People are awake. And I really
Yeah.
doubt that's William Shatner too. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. He's probably Canada.
Yeah.
Canadians were, oh, Celine Dion. Oh, I don't want to know what those idiots. Even Hillary. Hillary, let me think. Hillary was from the UK, her family, and Bill was from Canada, or vice versa. I'm pretty sure. They're family, not them, right? But hello, same with Kamala, Canada, right? Get it?
Mm.
Do we see? Do we see that? Because although people think Canada is French or whatever, no, they follow Britain. They follow the monarchy. Okay.
Well, look at that. Look at who Trudeau is. He's the son of Fidel Castro.
Yeah. There's no doubt. He looks
That's absolutely
exactly.
no doubt. You put his face next to a picture of Fidel Castro, and you start looking at the facial lines. Look at the way the brow goes, the shape of the nose, the jawline, and everything else. And it's the eyes, the shape of the eyes, everything is Fidel Castro.
I know. And
Everything. This guy's a bad guy. He's
yeah,
a
you
bad guy.
think?
Mm-hmm.
Next. Next topic.
Next, let's see what we got.
Trying to find
Look
these
at what
lies.
Putin did. Would he do that?
What did Putin
Putin
do?
legalizes crypto mining in Russia. How can you mine cryptocurrency?
But
How do you
say that
mine it if
again.
it's only online?
Yeah, say it again.
Uh, Putin legalizes crypto mining in Russia.
It might mean that they could get paid. There's something wrong with that. I don't think that's what they mean.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has signed a law legalizing cryptocurrency mining in Russia, marking a significant milestone in the country's adoption of digital currencies. Effective November 1st, 2024, this law not only legalizes cryptocurrency mining, but also permits cross-border settlements and exchange trading in digital currencies. Russia's move is seen as a strategic effort to circumvent Western sanctions and sustain trade flows amidst economic pressures. So they're going to
Um,
integrate it into their financial system. They're hoping it'll help them, and I think it probably would help them, seeing as how they keep getting sanctioned for every freaking thing. I don't know.
so, see, you got to look this shit up because Bitcoin mining is the process by which transactions are officially entered on the blockchain.
There you go. Isn't all that stuff done on the computer? I would believe. Yeah, they're gonna do what they want to do.
I have a I haven't heard anything about, but I've been so busy, I haven't really done enough research. But I haven't heard anything good about Bitcoin yet.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to read their um comments and they're talking to each other, Helen and Matt. I just posted a video from James Kamala Harris from the WWE. Oh, okay. Yeah, today isn't one of the open Zooms. Um, we'll probably do that on Saturday night, Joe. Open
Hmm.
Zoom.
Yeah, let's do.
Because Sundays people don't want to come on, and I understand. Um, maybe Saturday night we'll do it, and it should be an 836 number, I think. I don't know. Which is funny. That's a Bay Ridge number. That's a Brooklyn number, 836.
Hmm.
Back when you didn't have to do the zip code.
It,
All right, what's next, Joe?
first, real quick, Matthew, the number changes every single time, just so you
Not
know.
our Zoom number.
Hmm. No, but not the one that when we do when we have everybody come in.
Yeah, that number changes.
Yeah, that's it. Wait a minute. What was that?
Nothing. I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't doing nothing. You had so many topics, and you're just
I
like,
do. I
yeah,
do.
we'll do it. Come on. Jesus. Jesus. Yes.
There were two Somali citizens in Arizona that pled guilty to attempting to aid ISIS
Two Somali citizens in Arizona.
in Tucson. Ahmed Mahad and Mohammed, 26, and Abdi Yemanan Hussein, 25. They pled guilty. What the hell they got here? Oh, yeah. They plan to travel to Egypt to fight for ISIS. Hmm.
Wait, they plan to travel to Egypt? Then let them go. Fight ISIS in Egypt?
Yeah. They plan to
ISIS is,
travel Egypt to fight for ISIS. They were going to be on ISIS's side.
I don't
Become
see how that helps us from
desires to
Egypt.
become the beheading guy. Oh, he wanted to become the beheading guy, the guy that beheaded people.
What are we going back to Alibaba and the 40 Thieves?
I guess so. They were what?
That's
Both
what
will be deported back to Somalia after they finish serving their sentence.
if they were going to help us with ICE, who the fuck cares? Send them where the fuck they get them out of our country. Who cares?
Exactly.
Mm,
Get them out of here. Throw them out. Don't give them anything. Just throw them out. Just
exactly, Matthew.
weird.
You guys are, yeah, you guys are, yeah, you're behind us by a couple of minutes, and it gets
Yeah.
a little confusing.
Yes.
And I don't know if I could do anything about that because first we're going through Zoom and then we're going through
Hmm.
YouTube. So we can be together on
Fight.
the
Fight.
so all of us next time, yeah, whoever wants to come in, I'll make it Saturday. Um, it's what it is. That's what it is, Joe. A social civil war. I was watching Futurama. I love Futurama, I swear. It's so good. And there's a part, I think it was Futurama, they said we got rid of all the isms. And I'm thinking, how fucking clever is that? They got rid of all the isms, socialism, communism, Nazism, all the isms. I thought that was so clever. I don't know. I wish we could do the same in real life. You never know. You never know. All right, what else is there?
The RNC is filing lawsuits in a battle over states' acceptance of late mail-in ballots because it does cause a problem. Some states want to be able to count the ballots after after the election, if they're postmarked before. the election. So they want to still be able to count them. I say no. You don't get it in on time. Sorry. If you're going to do mail in, sorry. It's got to be in there on the
I
day.
don't understand how in so many years they didn't get a operating system for American citizens only. You're telling me that between Elon Musk, Trump, all these other major guys, we couldn't figure out a voting system from a fair company? I seriously can't believe this. There's something totally wrong. It's just
There
no.
has to be a way.
Of
There
course
has to be.
there is. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right.
Nothing is impossible, just
That's right.
implausible.
And I would say this when before the computer came out and before the cell phone came out, everybody would say, it's impossible. It's impossible. There's just no way. There's just no way. And look, and yet look, there's no way it's going to be on your wrist. It's on your wrist now.
All right, Helen. Yeah. I didn't actually watch the video, Helen. I just saw what you were talking about. I did see the girl. Helen sent me a video with Vance's security, and
Hmm.
it
Wasn't it
was
that one of them got changed over to there from President Trump's detail to his, the
it
one
was
of
the
the women?
girl, that woman that couldn't put her gun in the holster. It was
Yeah.
definitely her. What kind of
She's
joke
working real
is it?
hard.
It's a joke, and too many people are falling for it. That's what I think.
Yeah. Well, he can protect her. That's what I heard. That was the joke.
He can
He can he
protect her.
he's got the experience to protect her.
What about Tim Tampax? What was it? Tim Tampon? What
Tim
was his
Tampon.
name?
Yeah, that's what they were voting for. Tim Tampon.
That's a go. I'm sorry, that's good. He wants
Well,
to
I mean,
really put tampons in the boys' bathroom and make
they
the
did in
taxpayers pay
Minneapolis.
for this.
Yeah, he did in Minneapolis or in Minnesota.
This is what we call someone sick in the head and they need to get out. That's
Yeah,
it. We are taking our country back. They have hit rock bottom. They have hit the lowest of lows, and it's time for us to swoop in and
man,
take them
it's
by
insane.
force. Which I believe Trump and Q already did most of the job. It's just up to us to stand up. They want a civil war. We'll give them a fucking civil war. Are you kidding? They fucking wet their pants. They need Biden diapers. They couldn't handle it.
Isn't
They
that
they
terrible?
couldn't handle it. Man, you see these proud Americans with their flags out, and no, no. The rest of these people are jokes. And like I said, you don't like our Constitution. I don't care if you were born here. Get the fuck out. Get
That's
out.
right. We
You
don't want you
follow
guys.
our Constitution, which the majority wants to follow the Constitution, or you get out. This woman said, but I was born here. I don't
Yeah.
care. Who cares? You don't
Doesn't
like
matter
it?
if you were
Leave.
born here or not. If you don't like the rules and the regulations,
Go to
there
Venezuela.
are
You
other
got
countries that are doing.
socialism.
Yeah, Russia is socialist, and you know what? Hey, here you go. Like this,
Russia's
China,
not socialist.
China is communist.
China's
Hey,
communist.
there you go.
You can go
You
right
know,
to China, go
you know who
anywhere.
needs people? You know who needs people? North Korea. Just saying. I know.
Tampon wrapper. Hey, Joseph. Tampon wrappers make good rolling papers. I'll remember that. The hyena or the tampon boy. Oh
Yeah.
God, they're
Yeah,
both a
they still
mess.
haven't gotten it yet. Look at Hunter Biden, hired by a Romanian
Hunter is
oligarch
long
to
dead.
influence the U.S. government. Gee, who would have thunk? They still haven't charged him with the cocaine that he took into the White House because he was in the White House. Nobody else is in there. Heavily trafficked area, cameras everywhere, and they find cocaine in
Well, yeah,
well,
that was a plant. Listen,
I think he took it in.
if they're all dead, according to conspiracists, they've been dead since 20, at least Biden, Joe Biden and Hillary have been dead since 2019. Hunter, maybe 2020, 2021, maybe 2019. I have no idea. If they're dead, who put the coke there?
Yeah. The Secret Service.
Why couldn't it be the good guys? Right? If you have a fake actor, Jim Carrey, as Biden, but we have to get Biden and Hunter, you know, we have to show how corrupt they are. How would you do it? Would you do a lot of shit that's happening now? Would you put
Yeah,
cocaine in the White House? Would you have Hunter sell a $500,000 painting, making all real artists that practice their whole lives feel like a piece of shit?
yeah,
You know, I mean, it's a game. It's a
it
game.
is. It is. It's an ugly game. I'm not enjoying it anymore. Let's make it stop. Okay, please. I can do without that, the game now.
Well, no,
It's
it's
too
not quite
much.
yet. It's not quite over. I wanted you before we go.
Mm.
You brought up the other day now, I'm not sure if you remember it. You brought up Indonesia. Do you remember why? It was about a pyramid.
Oh yeah, they say there was a pyramid that was built there. We saw an article that the pyramid it's older than it's like 27,000 years old, and it was not built by human hands.
And it was not built by human hands. They have
Who built
proven it.
it? Who
They have
built it?
proven
So
it.
they say they've proven it was not built
And you
by
know
you.
what? They can prove it now because the governments do not have the control.
Right.
Okay. We're going to find out everything in Antarctica.
Yeah,
All that.
that's crazy. That stuff down there. Something's going
Well,
on down there.
personally, when Trump says that there's liquid gold underneath us, I honestly believe he means mercury. And I may have mentioned this before. It is biblical. I forgot which saint it was, but it was the chemistry to make endless energy, which
Mhm.
is mercury and I think iron or a couple of things. And Antarctica is flooded with mercury underneath. I'd like to know how the pyramids in Egypt got mercury underneath them. Where'd they get all that lime from? And people,
Big rocks in the middle of sand.
I know. How did they get, no,
I don't know.
400 tons, one of them. You can't have 400,000 people pulling that stone.
I know.
They never be able to do, never.
It's big rock. It's big stone. It's heavy.
It's the size
Very
of a fucking living room, dude. You
bigger than
know,
that even. Bigger than that even. So I
this
don't
is,
know, man.
people have to wake up. There's things out there.
Yeah.
There is God. God is there too.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else, Joe? You had other things, didn't you? I thought
We
you had more.
are we are we are at our end of things to report
Oh,
until tomorrow. Let's say
Helen
there's
says,
other stuff, but it's old.
well, I know because we didn't get on in the last couple of days. I've
Hmm.
been so busy. Helen says, I could just see a disaster and the cackling chicken laughing like an idiot. Could you just see her around the nuclear buttons?
God, no, please, God, no, that's an ugly thought. God, now you really scared me.
The military, first of all, the military has control. Second of all, I don't think nuclear is anything anymore. Nuclear
Well,
is passé.
but we still have the bombs, and those bombs can still blow up some pretty bad things, do some bad
I mean, okay,
damage.
let's put it this way. You got a heat-seeking missile.
Hmm, yeah,
I'm no expert on armory, but let's see. You got a heat-seeking missile. It's going.
yeah.
It's going. It's going. It's going. You got a little drone. It's gone. The drones and lasers, 1,000 times faster than any missile. I mean, missiles are fast, but
That's not faster than.
no.
So you're right. You're right.
To me, I mean, and
What
they
and
do.
what gets me
They
is
have
the
laser
is
technology.
and then they have the homes in California where they were burned. Only
Mm.
the homes were burned, none of the
That's
vegetation, just so there's that. That was weird.
is that Project Blue? No,
No,
that was another one. Oh, there's so many of them. Yeah. That one that you're talking about, are you tired?
no,
Are you
no.
yawning? Are you? No, I mean you've been up all day, so no, we're gonna go soon anyhow. But yeah, there are things to think about because very soon we'll have things like Star Trek because
Yeah.
we already do have things like Star Trek. Okay, so there's gonna be more things like, and I use Star Trek because a lot of people know Star Trek. Oh yeah, the laser and medical. Okay, so it's true. And it's
Mhm.
just going to happen much quicker now since the bad guys are out of the way. So you're going to see an influx of technology and sciences, medical sciences, med beds,
Yeah.
um, less medications, less pharmacy. Pharmacy means, what does pharmacy mean, Joe? You remember? Come
Doesn't
on.
that mean, yeah,
Abracadabra.
yeah,
Sorcery.
magic, sorcery,
Sorcery.
yeah,
Means
sorcery.
sorcery.
Hmm.
Not
Yeah,
alchemy.
I do remember, and I've read
Sorcery.
that. I've read that too in the past in some of my books, of course. Yeah, I've heard
It's nasty.
that.
They've
Mhm.
been playing with us like we're little test rats forever, for a long, 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 long time.
Yeah,
Okay. I think that was it. Guys, anybody in the chat want to say something? There's a couple of you watching.
we had a lot.
There, I thought there was something else you brought up,
Mhm.
but I could be wrong.
Covered everything.
Oh God, Bill Gates. They were saying that Bill Gates was hitting on interns inappropriately, and I'm like, well, yeah, he's
Yeah.
absolutely been on Lolita,
Hmm.
which means promiscuous girl, pretty much.
Oh,
Look
I had
that
the Pakistani that was charged with the plot to assassinate Trump before his right before July 13th. He was
Oh
charged.
yeah,
Yeah, that was it. That was just that guy. His name
what?
was Ashif Merchant. He flew from Pakistan to the U.S. He flew here to recruit hitmen to carry out the assassination, but he was caught by the Secret Service.
Why? Did he say why he wanted to assassinate
Why?
Trump? Pakistan? I don't get that. The Pakistanis are walking around with our fucking armors, our guns and stuff. All of them are. Uh, Afghanistan, Pakistan, like they all have our weapons.
Well,
And how do
yeah.
I know? Because I'm friends with some of these people and they tell me it's
Mhm,
US Army weapons. I'm like,
mhm.
well, isn't that lovely to learn? You learn more
Yeah,
by friending people than
I,
you.
I wouldn't doubt some of that weaponry hit the black market and made its way over here and made it into the hands of some gang members.
Well, they left it there.
Yeah,
They left it in that all the
yeah, they
fucking
left it
wars
there.
were all over the place.
Hmm.
They leave it for them for money and stuff and protection. Some of these people have like, I mean, lots of people are upset about Muslims and they don't understand the religion. They don't understand. They think it's going to be Sharia law all over the place. That is not necessarily the truth. I'm not, nobody likes Sharia law, okay? And a lot of the Muslims that come here are running away from that shit.
Hmm.
You even have Christians in the Middle East. I know plenty of them that came over here. My father knew this Egyptian came over by himself. He worked for the Egyptian government. He was the highest mathematician, like something like
Yeah,
that.
Middle East is just nasty.
They burned down his house because he was Christian. They burned down his house
Mm.
and everything he owned. So his family went and lived with someone else. He came over here to make money. He ended up being a janitor in my father's school, like a mathematician that worked for the government of his government. You always hear those stories like, oh, back home I was like a brain doctor, and here I'm like, flipping burgers. But it's true. That's what he did. And he finally was able to afford enough to get his family over here. But you got Muslims like that too. You got people all over the place that just can't. But the thing is, what we have to do, well, they have to bring their government to justice. We all have to. All our
I
governments,
agree with that.
starting with America, need to be brought to justice. All the three-letter agencies, which apparently happened here with the Chevron um, doctrine, they all
Hmm.
need to be,
Yeah.
and we will be free as a bird, which we
Yep.
should be.
All those rules and regulations they made were illegal.
That's the whole point.
Hmm.
They corrupted the Constitution to fit their
So they
purposes,
wouldn't get in trouble for the decisions that they made.
and especially their future decisions. They
Correct.
always had Amendment 25 waiting around for this very
Hmm.
reason, but they couldn't use it. They knew
Nope.
it would take years. It's ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
why they have these things. So it would take years. You're
Hmm.
telling me somebody has to wait for court for 2 years? Are you kidding? How about like let's get on the computer and see what he did and have a judge say, kid deserves 4 years selling whatever. I I just this doesn't make sense. It never did.
Hmm.
All right. I think we've had enough of me bitching.
Enough pain and misery.
Who's going
Pain.
to enforce what, Helen?
Who knows? Somebody's got to.
Well, what is she talking about?
I don't know. Enforce what? Someone's got to enforce it.
Well,
The
that's what I'm
rules and
asking her.
regulations. Who's going to do it?
The
Um,
Supreme Court already decided that the Chevron doctrine has been manipulated.
yeah.
So
We,
that
the
I'll
people,
share
have
that
to
one.
enforce it. We are the law.
We are the law. We are the people.
This is our country. You know what? I think everybody forgets that the way that the Congress is supposed to be is that you're supposed to be of a certain age and an owner of land and born in the United States to run the country. Everybody is supposed to have a chance to govern the country. That's what I understood.
The Supreme Court enforced it
Yeah.
because Trump got out lots of bad judges.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Hmm.
He
Yeah,
did
he
a
put
very
in
good
some bad
job.
judges too. He did put in some bad ones too. And there were bad ones. So he didn't really completely know. So
Were there?
yeah,
Which
there
one?
were a couple. There's a couple out there, sure.
He put in 300 judges or more.
So of
You're bound
course,
to make a mistake or two, but
exactly,
the
exactly.
Supreme Court judges,
Yeah.
they're working for
No,
us.
no, he did good with those ones.
I mean, Kavanaugh is gonna definitely,
No, these guys are conservative.
We're doing good with them, so let's keep it that way.
Yep. Yep.
Well, it just started, Helen. It is happening. We're just not seeing it.
Yeah. Not yet. We're not.
I
But
see
we
it.
will, and we better election day. We better start seeing some shit. We deserve restitution. These people have committed treason.
That's the thing. The whole world knows it.
Hmm.
The whole world knows that their governments are fucked, pretty
Hmm.
much. And if there isn't people that know this by now,
And just
well, then
remember,
they
we're not
deserve
the
to
only
be.
ones bitching.
Oh no, it's all around the world.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's high level people in the United States that are saying, "Hey, enough of this shit."
see,
Everybody's tired of it.
they got to destroy a lot of the good guys
Mhm,
way back when,
mhm,
like ah, the Titanic. That
mhm.
brought down a couple of good people that were against the NWO and the WEF. That they were able
Now
to
the
kill
people
them.
are onto
Back then, it was almost open conversation, Joe.
it.
It really was. Oh, you're a Mason. You want to belong in the NWO. You want to control the world. It was an almost open conversation because they knew who wasn't into it and who was. We'll get into that. Not
Mhm.
everybody, but a good handful of people, a lot of people, they
Yeah,
knew. All right, so we'll figure it out, Helen. It
we'll
will
all
it
get
will be
together and
okay.
figure it out. We'll all get together and figure
You
it out.
think,
What do
but
you
we
guys
ain't we
think?
ain't doing nothing, but we are. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
us, it's Q. Q has been doing it the whole time.
And if you're
I'm
talking
still
about it
hiding.
and we're talking about it and other people are talking about it, then we're all doing something.
I'm looking on Women Warriors, all these shows that people share, and
Hmm.
Friend Me and Jamal and all that. I mean, they're all good. Who's the one
Hmm.
that John shares? Tara. Oh God, she's really good. Maybe I'll start watching her again. But I'll let you guys know who it is. I can't remember her name right now. God, he's told me 1,000 times.
I hate that.
I know, but names is just not my thing.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Yahoo!
terrible with names.
Yahoo!
Right? I'm terrible, terrible, terrible.
Oh, it's all right. Do you know my name? Joe.
Uh,
Joe. Joe.
uh,
Joe.
uh,
Joe.
Carolyn.
Joe? Joe. It's time to
Ah,
go, Joe.
all
Time to
right,
go.
man.
We love you all. Thanks for joining us. The whole bunch of you
Thanks,
in the chat
guys.
today. Thanks so much.
Appreciate you
Love
listening.
you all.
We
We'll see
do.
you Saturday night, guys, for open. If you want to come in and join us
Yeah,
on Zoom Live.
that would be
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, should be a good time. I think we'll
Sure.
get some people in Saturday night. Take care, all. Love you.